Hi everyone. I am here a little bit late, over a week into September with my August reads. I read three non-Hermione books in August. It was a little bit of a slower month for me because I was sort of reading crap. But I read three good books this month, and let's get into them. Okay, so I'm gonna just put them in order of how much I like them, least to best, but I liked all of them. So, like the first book, The God of the Woods by Liz Moore, I rated that 4.25 stars. So there were no bad ones this month. So, The God of the Woods is quite a gripping mystery. It centers on the disappearance of a 13-year-old girl named Barbara Van Laar from her summer camp in the Adirondacks in 1975. This isn't the first tragedy to strike the Van Laar family, however. Barbara's older brother also vanished in the same region years earlier and was never found. And in fact, the Van Laars own the camp, so they're like a local family. And so the community is kind of all entwined with this wealthy Van Laar family as they grapple with this new crisis. Secrets from the past, of course, resurface, exposing the tension between the privileged and the local working class who kind of live in their shadow. This is going to be a very trust the process look. You'll see. Okay, so if you like a good mystery, this is actually a good mystery. I wouldn't call it so much a thriller, though it is a mystery. There is some suspense and tension. At its heart, though, this is more lit fic than genre fiction. It combines the family drama, the central mystery, pretty complex characters, layered secrets, and of course social commentary and themes of identity, gender, roles and limitations, class issues, and of course the long-lasting impact of trauma. All against this backdrop of this haunting atmospheric wilderness setting, which was pretty cool. This was my first book by this author, Liz Moore, and I really liked it. I am interested to read her other book, Long Bright River, because I've heard that it was even better. So we'll see. Okay, the next book I read was My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Ottessa Moshfegh. I gave this a 4.5. This book has been called darkly humorous, which I guess is accurate. As I said in my other video, I was sort of surprised to find that this was a comedy. It's a comedy like The Bear is a comedy. It's not laugh out loud funny, and if you, like me, suffer from depression, it hits very close to home in parts. The novel's about a young woman living in New York City in the early 2000s who decides to spend a year sleeping. Despite having a seemingly perfect life, she's beautiful, she's wealthy, she's got a degree from Columbia, she's deeply unhappy and disconnected from the world. I guess that's why it's funny, because she does have such a perfect life, but if you have depression, you know that that doesn't matter. So I don't know, I sort of didn't find humor in making fun of her, because she was still sad and she had legit reasons to be sad. But I digress. To escape this existential despair, she embarks on a self-imposed hibernation, aided by a questionable psychiatrist who prescribes her a very intense cocktail of drugs. The novel explores themes of isolation, identity, search for meaning in the world that feels increasingly superficial and empty. You know, your basic feel-good book, I don't know. I actually found this book incredibly sad, and oh my god, with the ending. I kind of saw the ending coming, but I wasn't really emotionally ready for it. And despite the actual event of the ending, however, it is hopeful. I actually cried good tears at the end, and despite this book not being actually funny to me, I really did enjoy reading this book, and so I fully recommend it. Okay, I did a pause to do the rest of my face. Okay, so my very favorite book this month, and probably will be my favorite book for the year. I've already talked about it thrice on this channel. It's Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, and of course I gave this 5 stars. If you can't tell, the look that I have been doing is in honor of this book. Galaxy Eyes. So Project Hail Mary is a science fiction novel that's more human experience, character-driven literary fiction than hard sci-fi. So if you don't tend to like sci-fi, that doesn't mean you won't like this book. I am not really that well-versed in scientific concepts. I taught 4th grade science, but that, was not about space. But I was able to pretty much follow all the science, so don't let that scare you. So this book is about a scientist who, in fact, is actually a middle school science teacher. Wakes up alone on a spaceship with no memory of who he is or why he's there. And as his memory slowly returns, he realizes he's on a mission to save Earth from something, extinction level crisis. I won't really get into it. But along the way, he encounters an unexpected ally, and together they work to solve the crisis threatening their species. I mean, the novel just blends science, suspense, humor, all of the things as they race against the clock to avert disaster. As I said before, there's a character in this book that is looking to usurp Marcellus, the octopus from Remarkably Bright Creatures, for my favorite ever written non-human character, or maybe my favorite character ever. Also, this is being made into a movie, and they've already cast Ryan Gosling as the main character, so yeah, this one's worth reading, and I definitely recommend doing it as an audiobook if you can at all do audiobooks. The narrator is so conversational and funny. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Tom Hanks. You kind of fall in love with him in that way. Plus, there's some other things that happen that an audiobook just delivers better. Trust me. I feel like this just now needs brow bone highlight. So that's it for the month of August. I know I'm a little late. I'm already into my September reading, but I hope you enjoyed this. If you read any of these books, please let me know your thoughts. And I will see you next time. Okay, bye.